Playground mode is one of my favorite game modes of all time. It's ridiculously fun because it gives creative players a chance to create pretty much anything they want to their heart's content. Everything is bigger, better, and they're like a million Freds. Freds. But the truth is that when it comes to trick shots, playground trick shots are kind of cheap because they're set up. So we wanted to take the approach of people who actually hit shots in real matches, as it is tremendously harder to do so. And if this video hits 10,000 likes, we'll make a part 2 solely of people who submit their clips to top5gamesclips@gmail.com. Number 10. Now, I know I had mentioned Playground being a bit set up, but some of the crazier shots still take a level of skill to perform. And with the amount of trick added to the shot, it can still surprise you, and that's exactly what Xbox player Percent did. Percent is in Playground and at Tilted like most people are whenever they play Playground, but he's made himself a neat trick-shotting station to get started on. Okay, I'm officially dizzy. I don't have a clue how many 360s that was, but it's way more than I could handle. Seriously, though, how many spins do you think that was? What surprises me about this Playground clip is how suddenly he stops and shoots with such accuracy. He's bouncing at different heights, spinning in circles, in what looks like the highest sensitivity on console, and he stops dead on the player and shoots with just millimeters away from falling below the stair level. Any lower, and he'll have hit the stairs with the bounce pad on. To top it off, his shopping cart bounces him all the way over to where he killed the other guy, so he was able to pull off a stylish backflip. I think what makes this clip even funnier is the name of the guy he kills. It's Percent Setup. No, he wasn't standing still at all. He was just rearranging his inventory. Yeah, that must be it. Number 9. Now, we started you off nice and slow with a pretty sick Playground trick shot, but now we're gonna pick it up a little and show you how the true trick shotters earn their reputation. Not an artificially created environment for you to rinse and repeat until you eventually get that shot, but in the wastelands of a 100-man battle royale. With our first trick shot coming from Twitch streamer Brunner, he's on 7 kills playing solo, and looking to go for that 8th and final kill of the game. He has the next storm circle on his side, so he doesn't need to take any risks, but Brunner is going for the sword recruitment challenge, and playing it safe isn't an option. Oof. Can I get an oof in the comments, my friends? That was nasty. The hunting rifle may have been nerfed, but that isn't stopping Brunner. When he went for the shot, you could barely see the opponent behind that hill and grass, but he still lasers that shot, and this is why you cannot trust bot skins, my friends. Number 8. Okay, first thing you've got to notice when you see the clip is this guy's already on 15 kills in a solo match. NVFN is the final 1v1. And he's on a rampage. He's already missed a couple shots going for the trick shot, but he refuses to give up and builds his way back into the advantage.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Do you see that whip? Now, keep in mind, Envy is playing on PlayStation. You see a lot of PC trick shots, but every now and then, a console trick shot gets through, and sometimes knowing how much harder it can be to aim makes it that little bit more impressive. So even though when he comes back around, he's not directly in line with the enemy, he quickly whips that hunting rifle up and hits the perfect shot. Now that the hunting rifles do have a larger hip fire area, it's making these trick shots that much harder. Patience was your friend here, Envy. Patience was your friend. Number 7. At number 7, we have for you another Playground clip, and this time brought to you by Cytos11. Cytos and his friend have set up bounce pad towers all over Tilted Towers, attempting to practice those trick shots. Now, this is probably the most tame trick shot on our list. Cytos pulls off a neat little 360 bounce pad trick shot with a distance of 59 meters. But just remember, if you guys get this video to 10,000 likes, we'll be making a part 2 featuring your submissions. And don't worry, we're not like most channels. You don't need 1 million subscribers to get featured. In fact, your submission could be your first ever upload. But as long as you pull a trick shot worthy of the top 10 spot, you'll be featured. Number 6. Bringing it back to the hardcore trick-shotting mode on solo 1 vs 1 for the Victory Royale, we give you Frxer, or FRQSER, however it's pronounced. Seriously though, I guess we'll just call him Fred. Now, Fred has been racking up the kills in the solo game with 13 confirmed bodies. The last guy is in sight, and Fred is not wasting any time. And with some smooth, quick building, he goes for the shot. Oh my god, that was clean. Fred pulls off a 720 bounce pad trick shot, and it may not have been the quickest aim time like you see with some trick shots where you don't even have time to react to what's going on after they've stopped spinning and switching weapons before they've already hit the trick shot on an enemy. But the thing that makes these types of clips stand out for us is that they're done in a real battle environment. Not only that though, but Fred has done this first shot without having to bounce around continuously popping 50 no-scopes until he finally hits someone. Number 5. Next on our list, we have Malok. Seriously guys, you're not making these names easy on me. But he's in a game of duos with his friend Twitch Noogsy. So far, Load has got himself 6 kills and they're looking for the final guy. Somehow though, they've managed to pick off all the remaining enemies before the storm circle is even that small. So now they have a lot of spaces and a lot of time to make sure that they land a decent trick shot. But these guys don't need either.
Oh my god.
As he saw, the moment he sees the final guy crossing that open field, he's already pulling out the build, setting up that bounce pad, and on the back wall going for it. This trick shot, though, a lot of people could learn from. Notice how he confirms the location of his target, performs a 360, and then focuses on the enemy again, performs another 360, aims, and pops off a clean and epic shot. A lot of people, when practicing trick shots, lose track of which direction they're facing due to spinning in circles nonstop, but with a brief pause in between each 360, he maintains that accuracy, and a method like that can easily increase the amount of shots that you take that actually hit their target. Number 4. Now, just a reminder, but this is a trick shots and stunts video, and with only one stunt on the list, we'd definitely like to see what stunts you could submit. But before you do, let me tell you why this one made it to the list over a lot of the others. This submission by Nicholas Roger isn't the most exciting stunt. It's not the most complicated, but guess what? It's innovative. We've seen hundreds of basketball videos of the longest shot using a stairwell built across the map, but this basketball stunt is really something you don't see at the moment. If you've got something original, we'd love to see it. See what I mean? You may watch your daily Fortnite channels on the side, but I have yet to see a clip like this. We've seen a few people even trying to play kicky-ups with the basketball, but Nicholas here has pulled off a basketball shot with multiple high bounces, and to top it off, he perfectly times his stance to match the basketball going into the net. Remember to bring some innovation to your clips, guys. Number 3, coming back to the trick shots though, this time we have a SOAR member, Karl. Now, before I show you Karl's clip, what some people don't realize with their trick shots is that most pro players will tag their target with an AR or low damaging weapon to check how much HP they have. A hunting rifle body shot will hit roughly 80 damage, so if your opponent has shield on, you may not end up hitting the trick shot, so you gotta make sure it's either a headshot or tag the enemy, or it won't kill the enemy. I've done this plenty of times myself, and it is the definition of getting your hopes up as you hit the target, but then realize that it didn't kill him and you hit market it. There's always a big risk with damaging your opponent though before the trick shot, as he may already be low HP, and you might accidentally kill them instead. Just try and play it smart, but SOAR Karl and his duo partner, Dare Nate, are going berserker mode through enemy duos. They wipe out one team with unstoppable force and move on to their final target.
Oh, no way, Nate. No way.
Oh, you hit marker?
You put on fucking shields, bruh.
That was insane. That was fucking mad.
I feel your pain, SOAR Karl. After missing his first attempt, he lands the second shot, and you see Karl get excited, but then instantly realizes that it was just a tag and not a kill, pulling out his scar to finish the job. Those are still some pretty decent plays in our eyes, Karl. Number 2. Our second place goes to Trickshotting SOAR Rexo. Rexo's in a squad match with his buddies Somo and Tojo. He's racked up 10 kills and is currently chasing the last guy around, who's attempting to run away using the launch pad. But SOAR Rexo uses this to his trickshotting advantage. I love how the enemy thought he'd escape, launch padding to a safe location where he had some of the only current high ground. He probably thought he was about to make a squad wipe victory royale, but SOAR Rexo had other plans. Using the very same launch pad to hit another bounce pad, he pulls off a clean 360 mid-air no-scope straight to the opponent's forehead. And did you notice that trick-shotting technique for aim I mentioned earlier with Fred? SOAR Rexo locks on his target before pulling off the 360, and then locks on again using that same tactic. So keep that in mind if you're going for a shot. You don't want to be constantly spinning around randomly like you might have done in those modded lobby trick shots back on like COD 4 or MW2. But moving on to the number 1 spot, we have something a little special, and you've got Jim here at a squad match with one friendly knocked down. His teammate Slow Coffee is bouncing all around the enemy, which probably acts not only as a distraction so Jim can get in for the shot with lower risk of taking damage, but also as a homing beacon for Jim. As Jim spins in circles, the continuous fire for the enemy allows Jim to track his location even though he's spinning. Now that was pretty gnarly. Jim goes for the first bounce pad, and before he hits the second, he attempts a no-scope that, even though it was accurate, unfortunately misses. But he didn't give up, and after hitting the second bounce pad, he pulls off a crazy whip with the shotgun and dongs him clean in the head. The fact that he barely stops spinning when he hits the shot is impressive in of itself. But that has been our list of the top 10 Fortnite trick shots and stunts that you could never pull off. Unless you were able to pull them off, which in that case, congratulations. What are you doing waiting to submit your clips? But we hope you have a wonderful day. Be sure to let us know in the comments section below what the craziest shot you guys have hit was. Give the video a like. Remember, 10,000 likes for another episode. We need to know that you guys want to see another one. Click that sub button, push notifications on, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.